Hi to everyone guys and welcome back in this new video. This is a truly important episode because in the last few hours, giants like Deutsche Bank have obtained a license to offer investment tools dedicated to cryptocurrency to their institutional clients. Also, as you read from the title, Tesla, based on the certain parameter reached by Bitcoin miners, could reintroduce Bitcoin as a payment method. But before we dive into all details, I ask you, as always, to support the channel by leaving a like and subscribe to the channel itself. Have you done that? Perfect. Let's move on the PC screen.
So let's start with the fundamental data that came out during yesterday's day. In fact, I wanted to report to you that yesterday there was the entire decision of the European Central Bank. Guys, despite the forecast that predicted 4.25%, which means interest rates remaining stable, it was not the case. In fact, they were raised by 0.25%. We can see that in the American sector, we had the core retail sales, which were higher than expected. Initial jobless claims, on the other hand, had fewer requests than market expectations by 5,000 units. Then, we had the producer price index, which was higher. This means that the US economy is doing quite well. The real estate sector was also quite interesting because it outperformed expectations by 0.4%. Practically 3 times as much. Let's see how these data have influenced market expectations regarding the next FOMC session. What does the market expect? Absolutely nothing has changed compared to the CPI numbers release. 97% of the market expects interest rates to remain stable for the next FOMC session, which, I remind you, will be in 5 to 6 days. Anyway, let's move on and go back to the news we mentioned in the intro. The giant Deutsche Bank, if I'm not mistaken, a giant with 1.5 trillion, one of the world's largest banks, has launched its own custody and investment service in Bitcoin and crypto in collaboration. Obviously, it's aimed at institutional clients. We know very well who moves the market. We're talking about investment funds or institutional clients. So it's much better that they offer it to them first, rather than us humble retail traders who move very little money. This is a very interesting step that many banks are taking and are requesting authorization and certifications to offer institutional clients tools to invest in the crypto sector. This is a big advantage, as I was saying, for institutional clients because they can invest more easily and, above all, hold Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies much more easily. Let's move on to one of the most important pieces of news in this video. During yesterday evening, one of the Nasdaq executives, Zhang Bui, spoke during a meeting with Forbes. He mentioned that the first rejection the SEC made regarding BlackRock's application and the rest of the Wall Street giants who applied for a spot ETF on Bitcoin. It's an event that doesn't worry him at all. It's usually a routine thing because the SEC wants to take more time to study all the applications, find errors in the process, and resolve them. According to one of the Nasdaq directors, there's nothing to worry about in this SEC rejection. He believes this rejection is purely procedural and does not indicate the product's infeasibility. Anyway, let's move on to some very interesting news that features the Bitcoin network. We can see that according to Bloomberg Intelligence, Bitcoin mining is currently powered by more than 50% from renewable energy sources. In practice, at least 50% of the energy used to power mining farms comes from renewable sources. Very interesting, especially because I wanted to mention this about Bitcoin. If you remember, some time ago, Elon Musk had said that he would implement Bitcoin payments again for Tesla if Bitcoin reached approximately 50% clean energy to power the miners. Guys, we have reached this level. Some say we've reached 58% clean energy, surpassing Elon Musk's target by 8%. We'll see if he keeps his promise. It's also true that if he announces it in a week, 2 weeks, or a month, that he's going to reintroduce Bitcoin as a payment system for his company, it doesn't have the same impact as the first time during the last bull market. This is because, especially at this moment in history, Elon Musk has lost some influence in the cryptocurrency market. We've seen it before when he mentioned Dogecoin, which led to a 5% or 7% price increase but was quickly absorbed. Nothing comparable to the last bull run. Guys, I remind you that in the description below every video, you have all the discounts on trading fees on all centralized exchanges. For example, bybit with a 20% discount, BitGet with a 20% discount. Anyway, I don't need to repeat it in every video. If you want to sign up and receive the bonuses, you have everything below. Let's move on to see how the market has been performing in the last 24 hours. We can see that in general, almost all the top 100 coins are positive. But let's see what Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing on CoinMarketCap. Both have slightly positive performance. We have Bitcoin gaining 1.667%, stabilizing its price at $26,750. Similarly, Ethereum gains 1%, stabilizing the price at $1,633. Overall, we don't have a very strong positive trend, but practically everything is in the green. For example, XRP gains 4.16% with 1.17% gained in the last hour alone. But let's look at the total market cap. It's interesting to see how the total market cap chart has reacted in conjunction with this area. We can say that we witnessed a bounce in this area here. It's an area that saw strong resistance on June 14th, 2023. Bitcoin used this area as support, and it seems to be using it in the same way now. In fact, we can see that Bitcoin bounced right where we touched this level, and for now, it seems that demand is coming back. Let's move to the BTC chart to make it a bit clearer. I would say that the most important zone, in my opinion, after breaking through this zone is the 27,744 zone. Once we surpass this zone and enter a possible sell zone, the next resistance is at 28,500. Timing-wise, we're not quite there because we're technically entering the weekend, and as we know, during the weekend, with no institutional clients operating in the market, we have lower volumes. It's also true that in the past, Bitcoin has given us noteworthy performances during the weekend. We'll see if this trend continues to be positive or will bounce in the area we're currently testing, which is the $26,800 zone.
Perfect. In this video, we have covered the latest news related in the crypto market. If you haven't already done, I ask you to support the channel by leaving a like and subscribing. For those who already subscribed, we will see you in the next video. Bye!